do you expect Mitch to play?
Mitch will play when he's ready to play, and we'll just keep that going in that direction, and when he's ready, and that's sort of probably be my call. But he's made progress, and he continues to do so, but he's been out a long time.
Brendan?
Still wouldn't be dressing?
If he dresses, he'll play, but we'll decide if he's gonna dress when he's ready. So if you ever see him in warm-ups, he's gonna play.
With a team like Iowa State that is so balanced as it is right now, there's questions about Ejim, whether he's playing or not. How much different would he make them if he isn't?
He is a warrior. You know, I got to see him this summer a little bit. He is an absolute rebounding warrior. So that makes a big difference. When they've really, Fred has done a great job of taking over the program and getting some transfers right away that had a veteran team. He's always had a veteran team, even though he's been there for only 4 years and started all over again. So he's got some really good veterans there, but because they lost a lot of guys from last year, but all of a sudden you get a fifth-year point guard who's a really, really good player, and it helps a lot. So, but Ejim is probably as good as anybody they have coming back from last year.
Yeah. You said in your statement, I guess, that Austin Hatch is back playing basketball again. What are you expecting him to play this year for his high school team? Or
Yes. So but obviously that's up to his high school and his coach and things like that. But that is the plan for him right now.
Is that encouraging?
Oh, absolutely. It's exciting as can be that he's going to have this opportunity to play basketball again, organized basketball again. So we just have to see how that all develops. The big thing is that he's got a scholarship to the University of Michigan, and I want to make sure he knows that. We want to make sure he knows that.
Right.
I know that there were some NCAA rules, I guess, altered for you to be able to interact with them more. Is that correct?
That was only in the initial stages.
Okay.
And then they changed the rules drastically last June, so we were able to interact with them a lot after a year because they changed the rules on how much you could talk to juniors. But when he was prior to his the time that we could do, they did give me some leniency as just staying in touch.
And can you kind of describe how you've got to, I assume, take on a certain role in his life?
Jeff Meyer and myself, both of them, we have stayed in great touch with Austin over this time period, and it's been you know what, he gives to us a lot of he makes us appreciate what we have a whole lot more, because this young man is just terrific to talk to speak with, to sort of put our lives in perspective sometimes.
Right down here with Rock.
Is it maybe the new blueprint with the guys that you signed at kind of 6'7", 6'6", 6'9", and given the roster that you have now, that's the kind of hybrid player that you want? Is anybody who can play the two, what you call the 3 and the 4, in any of those positions?
And the 3 perimeter positions there are so similar, but the bigger, the more size, as long as they still have quickness, the great length and the size, and whether it's the wingspan and the height, those are all so important, especially at this level. But they got to have some athleticism as well, and I really feel good about the athleticism of this team, given for each of their positions. They have good motors.
Do you expect to see a true 5?
Yeah, I think and as I said, I don't know if he's done growing. I really, his dad is a full 7'1", and a big man. But Ricky, he likes it down in the paint, he likes it on the perimeter. As I said, people are going to enjoy seeing that old school type of approach.
Do you see with Cameron Chapman coming in, do you see a similar sort of player as Karras in a way, with as far as a tall guard who can really pass the ball?
He can do a lot of things. What I mentioned that is what's really unique with him, because he's stronger than Karras. He really loves getting in around the basket. Not that Karras doesn't, but he's been more of a guard his whole life probably, and Cam can play either one. Cam's got incredible vision, but also it will stick his nose in there, even though his frame right now is slight, because he just keeps growing. He just can't keep up. I'm trying to feed him, but he just keeps growing.